9.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
So I guess the same thing we tell people is don't separate them out into, just try to keep them together.
Until you expose, tiles are interchangeable. But if you put something on this top row or this, you can't then switch it to another hand. So once you make an exposure, it has to stay with that rack.
Keep it together and work it out. Okay, so. Wow. Wow. Let's see what we can do. What would you do? 2 crack.
Okay, so now this is where I have to decide what I'm doing here.
Here's my dragon.
Am I gonna do this? Oh. Yeah, 2 crack.
Interesting. 7 dot. Trying to do different hand.
2 bam.
I'm gonna call it a 2 band.
Okay.
And throw 1 crack.
So for this one, I'm looking over there. And I shall pick. So
I'm gonna do this, but this might be a problem.
1 bam.
When you have to think about all the different hands you're doing. That's interesting. Very interesting.
Because now I could bring this up here and maybe go
Get rid of the 9 dot.
more for something over here. Well, that's nice. So
Don't need these.
I'm gonna actually get rid of this because I could use it, but if I, green. Because now I'm more thinking of this hand.
I don't need this. I'm gonna keep them. It's up here. 3 crack.
Okay, well that's interesting. I don't need that for what I was doing, but I could always pivot. So I put that here. So now I'm looking at this section to see if these are helpful there. It's kind of hard to do this while I'm looking through my camera, through my neck.
Me too.
I'm getting dizzy.
I'm looking at the card.
Because I could do.
I'm trying not to listen to what you're doing.
Yeah.
You can hear what I'm doing.
I could do this, this, or I could even take this back down here. So actually at this point, do I want to abandon the other hand on this section already? Good question. I love that section, but one crack.
I really do not need these green. Let's show what's on the
6
table.
bam.
Interesting. I'm gonna get rid of the other one. Green. This is really hard.
So I can call that.
What's out on the table?
Call that.
I'll get rid of, I guess, 8 crack.
Oh. Okay. So now I think at this point, so
Two dot.
one dot.
One crack. They're already out, so I don't need it.
Interesting. 3 dot.
I forgot what hands I was doing.
What hands, plural?
You have to, yes, exactly.
So if I pick
I'm
in
gonna
one
call
of
it 3
these. So now if you could see, she's doing that on a separate rack. So she can't switch. Now that that 3 dot's there, that can't be moved up to the rack that she has her 2 bams on.
Now I'm going to get rid of. Very interesting. Very interesting. I have nothing else to get rid of. I guess flower. Ooh,
Interesting.
risky.
2 dot.
Six bam.
So
8 crack.
well, isn't that interesting? But in the hand I'm doing, I could switch to this right here. So either way, I would keep these and keep these. I would still need this for the other hand, but I would not need this. 5 bam.
Three crack. I think I committed too early. Because I could have switched.
I think I might be switching.
Problem. Problem.
So let me look on the, so I need to know if these are out in order to switch. Either way, this I don't need in either of those hands. So 7 crack.
I could. It's very interesting how you could switch around.
Yeah, when you have that many tiles.
Maybe I will switch. 'Cause I was-
4, oh God, this is weird going through here. So I keep that for this. I have my pairs. You know what? For either one, I don't need this. This hand, that might be my best bet because I have that, that, and that. So I am actually going to get, and a great strategy is always put it all the way to the left when you first call your exposure. This is giving away the least information about your hand. You pick the tile up first, confirm it's the tile you thought it was, then add your exposures. And it doesn't really matter as much on Siamese because she can't see, but it's always great to slide your tiles together. And then I'm going to throw a red. I'm going to commit to east. Nope, 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 not Mahjong. I'm going to commit on this rack, so I'm doing a different rack. And I'm going to commit to east this or this here. So I'm going to throw a 7 dot. So now I need that, or that, or that.
8 dot. I just annoyed at myself.
So that joker's up for exchange because she didn't call Mahjong.
6 crack. Completely try and change his hand.
1 crack.
I don't know if that's impossible. That's what I'm trying to do. 8 crack.
7 dot.
Green. Yeah, sometimes you expose too early and then you lock yourself in.
Yeah, 7 crack. Yeah.
Let's see what's out. Yep. So
4 crack.
I was being clever. 6 crack.
Maj.
One or both?
I think both. So I'm just going to check it. Okay, so here's my Maj for my wind hand, which I changed like 18 times. And then here's my Maj for my 5, 7, 9 hand, which I kept switching around. And not that it matters now because the game's over, but you should always put the exposures facing the same way. And then if someone asks that they don't recognize a hand. But that's really funny because I started doing, it was like clearly showing me to do the winds with the dragons, and I ended up with 2 hands with absolutely no dragons.
So did you purposely not expose earlier? Because you don't want the joker.
I know Gladys would be great to answer this, but I'm pretty sure when you self-pick or when you call a tile, if it's your tile for a double Mahjong, it's kind of like when you get preference for a regular game when you call a tile for a single. So it's better if you can wait and the jokers are still exchangeable to wait to have the double at the same time. The negative and the danger in that, not that Mahjong's dangerous, but the danger in that is while you're doing it, somebody else could call Mahjong.
Right.
And then you lose the ability. So that was fun. So a quick start. 2 players, 2 racks, the objective, the deal, all of that, how to score, and then the full rules are on Gladys's website. And this is all in our visual companion guide for American Mahjong. So we hope you enjoyed.